Ultralight Backpacking and Survival Tips with Steve Gilman. So what do you do about a sleeping bag for ultralight backpacking? There are a lot of options, and it depends on where you're going to be hiking and how warm you sleep and factors like that. What I use is a down bag, and I've grown used to a little more comfort, so I'm using a 15-ounce Big Agnes air pad as well. My down bag here is only 17 ounces. Add another 2 ounces for the stuff sack, and I have a complete sleep system for under 2 pounds. And you can see the down really fluffs up. And I've used this down to about low 20s Fahrenheit. And it's kept me warm because I usually also, in that kind of condition, wear a hat and gloves to sleep and have had no problem with it. So that's what I'm using. I'll say this though, you have to be careful with down. If you're sleeping under a tarp like this especially, be sure that you're not sticking out one end or the other, because if you get down wet it becomes almost worthless. And if you think you're going to be getting it wet, you're probably better off carrying a little more weight and going with one of the synthetic fill sleeping bags. The only problem that I see with the synthetic fill sleeping bags, other than the additional weight, is the fact that they do take quite a bit more space. As you can see, this is the size of a football practically. In fact, I put it in a bread bag just to save the 2 ounces even. And so you're going to have, 3 times the volume probably for a synthetic bag. They just don't compress as well. But nonetheless, if you have the space in your pack, it's not a whole lot of additional weight. They're getting good now. They're within 8 ounces of this for the same temperature rating. So that's what I use, and those are some of your options. I'm going to put this all in the screen tent here under the tarp and get set for the night. I want to show you another advantage of a down bag. They really are compressible, and it makes them very quick and easy to pack up. I'm going to time this just to see. All you have to do is stuff it in. There's no rolling, there's no pounding to get it to fit in. And if you have the right size sack for it, it's especially easy. This is even just a little bit tight, but it still packs up pretty quickly. You're talking about 25 seconds or so and you're packed up. So that's another advantage of a lightweight, very compressible down sleeping bag. Here's a little tip for making your down bags last longer. You'll see that down escapes, especially on these really lightweight bags. Every now and then you'll see a piece sticking out like that. But if you reach in from behind and pull it back inside, there we go. It popped back through the hole it was trying to come out of, and it's back inside there. And you do that occasionally when you see them sticking out, and you'll lose the down a lot slower over the years, and you'll retain the loft. There's a little trick that's good to know, both in a survival situation or just if you're backpacking and have a cut on your finger. Fir trees, balsam fir and other firs, often have little blisters full of sap on them. And if you take a stick and break it off like I just did there and just pop a couple of these blisters, you can see that you get a bunch of sticky sap out of there, and it smells very good. It also happens to be very antiseptic, so you can put it on a cut and cover it up, and it'll even hold on for a while underwater even, so it's kind of like a waterproof bandage in a way. I'm Gare Brills, and you should always try to find the hardest way down a hill. It just makes surviving a little more interesting. And one of the best resources you can find when you're trying to live off the land, trying to survive in a situation, camera crews. Popcorn's a common find. If you can find a camera crew, you've got a way to survive in the wild. Thank you for watching Ultralight Backpacking and Survival Tips with Steve Gilman. For more information, you can see the ultralightsite.com, the ultralightbackpackingsite.com, or buy the book Ultralight Backpacking Secrets.
now available on Kindle and Nook.